sihahti. No niin. 14.10. Ja jatketaan Skyrimilla. Mä en tiedä miksi mä aina näin saamari hiljainen näissä aamuvideoissa, mutta en tiedä. Tietynlaisessa herran pelossa varmaan ollaan, mutta touching the sky, the vision provided by the Elder Scrolls seems to indicate that our Oriel's bow may be located in a place known as Darkfall Cave. I should proceed there as soon as I'm prepared if I wish to recover the bow and stop Harkon from completing the tyranny of the sun. Eli viimeisiä viedään. Tuossa kato Morkhazur ja meidän pitäisi olla tervetulleita kaikkiin Orc Strongholdeihin. Ja me ollaan harvestettu jo, ai hitto on hyvä tuo Red Bull, harvestettu Örkin verta. Kyllä täytyy niinku sanoa, että Red Bull on oikeasti niinku varmaan paras energiajuoma. Siinä on jotenkin sitä niinku energiajuoman makua, mitä niinku pitää olla. Mun mielestä. Moro.
I have poisons for your weapons and cures for your ills.
Sä näytät creepiltä.
Poisons can kill your
Tell
enemies.
me more
We have
about
lived
your
in
people.
Skyrim since before the Nords came. Our way is simple. All work to make the tribes strong.
Okay.
Only the bravest are allowed to lead and to marry. A great chief is able to attract many wives and raise bold children. Wise women like myself are mothers of chieftains. We guide the tribe and advise our kin on what is most pleasing to Malakath.
Selvä. Uusi mäläkäs.
He is our creator and master, the Daedric lord of the sworn oath and the bloody curse. Malakath teaches us to honor all words with action, to demand blood from your enemies and strength from your allies. He watches over all orcs as his children, a truth those who leave the stronghold are quick to forget. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Indeed I am. Let's see what you got. Orkis. Mä voisin sullekin kyllä myydä jotain. No, se siitä.
All right then.
Rocks and valley, crevices and hiding places.
You are
This is the
speaking
kind of
to
place where
Lorik.
hermits and
You wish
fanatics
to
are.
learn from the best, eh? So be
You're,
it.
you're the chief.
Yes. I earned the right by slaying my father in single
paha.
combat. One day, I will have a son who will challenge me when I become too old to lead, and the stronghold will have a new chief. Until then, I alone have the right to have wives and children. It ensures our strength. How about a test? Your muscle against mine. Soft. Just like all Outlanders.
Älä nyt.
I envy you, Outlander. You can choose to leave if you wish. All right then.
No, täytyy tehdä toi questi nyt myöhemmin. Tässä on nyt ihan tarpeeksi työn alla. Pahoittelut tosissaan, että on oikein paasannut näissä videoissa tarpeeksi, mutta... Niin, piti sanoa se, että nyt täytyy varmaan myydä kans
You have met. I can hardly wait.
Thanks. Oho, aika paljon timantteja. Miksei tässä näy, kun myy jotain, että paljon meillä on paljon meillä on inventorussa tilaa? Mä en ymmärrä. En mä tiedä. Ei mulla oikein mitään myytävää. Ei! Vittu. Suurstar. Noistaan äkkiä sen takaisin. Perkele kuule. Ametystit piti myydä.
Until you summon me again.
Indeed. Ihme, että me ei voida... Koska me saatiin siltä yhdeltä örkiltä se, että ollaan tervetultu kaikki tribeihin, niin... Et, kun tulisi niinku followeriksi. Se on kyllä ihme juttu mun mielestä. Joo. Isoja kissoja, isot kassipojat. Saatanan kärpänen pyörii tuolla perkeleen seinillä. No niin, Darkfall Cave discovered. Joo.
Who's there? Done and done.
Jaa, tässä on toi salainen ovi. Tietenkään sinne ei pääse tätä kautta. Hyi hitto.
Stay on your guard.
Indeed. Pikäkse. Voiko tästä vaan niinku pudottautua tonne sitten? Kai. Hyi hitto. Mitä täällä tapahtuu?
Where'd you come from?
Who's there? Hirveästi spidereja. On kyllä.
Who's there?
Tunne päin. Tää oli mun mielestä se questi, kun saadaan tai löydetään toi viimeinen elossa oleva lumielfi, josta siis ei tullut farmer, koska alun perin kaikki Falmerit oli lumielfejä, muistaakseni, jotka oli Dwemerien toimesta piilotettu johonkin tiettyyn paikkaan. Breton. Darkfall Cave Note. Sister, I know that you'll come find me, but it will be too late if you find this letter. Get out of this forsaken cave as soon as possible. We were fools to think we could live so close to such creatures and live peacefully. I should have head back to camp with you after we placed the torch down here. I thought these trolls would be different, that they would somehow understand why we didn't want to hurt them. I am no cornered, and it's only a matter of time before one of the trolls decides to finish me off. I hope it's a quick death. Farewell, my dear sister.
I wonder what happened to them. These people were.
Onks tää niinku,
Why would
onks tää
anyone
mies
want to
vai?
set up camp here?
Ei kun tää on nainen. Eli tää sisterkin kuoli sitten näköjään. Voi perkele. Ei muuta kuin surmaa suuhun vaan. Ei saakeli. Tappo melkein. Juu. No niin. Tuollahan on noita vampyyrejä. Ei kun mitä hitto, tää oli hitto hyvä, että hyökännyt.
Come forward. You have nothing to fear here.
I can feel some kind of power from it.
Knight Paladin Celebor.
I am Knight Paladin Gelebor. Welcome to the great
Gelebor.
chantry of Oriel.
This cave is a temple to Auriel.
Oriel, Oriel, Alkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the Snow Elves.
Snow elves, you are Falmer.
I prefer Snow Elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers. Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the Betrayed.
I imagine you know why we're here.
Of course. You're here for Oriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it. But
And
first,
get
I must have your assistance.
But how did you know?
For thousands of years, I've served as the Chantry's sentinel. There hasn't been a single visitor here for any other reason. They request Oriel's bow, and I request their assistance. It's been repeated so many times, I can't imagine it any other way.
Selvä. What type of assistance do you
I
need?
need you to kill Archcurate Vertha, my brother.
Kill your brother, why?
The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the Betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Oriel would allow this to happen.
What exactly did the Betrayed do?
They swept into the Chantry without warning, and began killing everyone without pause.
Didn't you fight
The
back?
Chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the Betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone, and stormed the inner sanctum, where I believe they corrupted Vertha.
You don't even know if he's alive.
He's alive. I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting.
Have you tried getting into the inner
Leaving the
sanctum?
way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a knight paladin of Auriel. And an assault on the betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death.
Way shrine.
Yes, let me show you.
Onpa hyvä. Peveli hyvä tää. Red Bull. He's gonna do it. Today.
So this is snow elf magic. Incredible.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Auriel to our initiates.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the way shrine's center and proceed to the next way shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the arch-curate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temples so we can kill your brother and claim Ariel's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment.
How many way shrines are there?
There are 5 in total, spread far apart across the chantry.
These caves must be massive.
Caves? Oh no. The chantry encompasses far more than a few caves, as you'll soon discover. But before I send you on your way, you'll need the initiate's ewer.
So I need to fill this at each way shrine.
Once you've located a way shrine, there'll be a spectral prelate tending to it. They will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been enlightened.
I'll be off then.
This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have any questions before you leave, I suggest you ask them. Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey. Questions? I expected as much.
Who were your people?
We were once a wealthy and prosperous society that occupied a portion of Skyrim. Unfortunately, we were constantly at war with the Nords, who claimed the land as their ancestral home.
Ai se olikin Nordit, jotka heitti nuo pois.
In a manner of speaking. We had always maintained an uneasy alliance with the underground-dwelling dwarves, and when faced with extinction, we turned to them for help. Surprisingly, they agreed to protect us, but demanded a terrible price. The
Hirvittävää.
blinding of our race.
Yep. Everyone couldn't have possibly agreed to
There
that.
were splinter groups that resisted the agreement, and even some that sought alternate alliances. But when it was all said and done, those elves were either slaughtered, vanished, or gave up and took the dwarves' bargain.
What turned your people into that betrayal?
I've often asked myself that very same question. The blinding of my race was supposedly accomplished with a toxin. Certainly not enough to devolve them into the sad and twisted beings they've become.
What is the chantry of Auriel?
This is, or was, the epicenter of our religion. Most of the Snow Elf people
Miksi ne ei
worship
auta
Auriel.
niitä kansoja?
The chantry was constructed near the beginning of the First Era to provide a retreat for those that wish to become enlightened.
More snow
Our
elves.
empire had temples to some of the other deities. Trinimac, Ciribane, Yffrey, and Finister rounded out the rest. But those temples paled in comparison to the glory of the chantry and its way shrines.
The way shrines are part of the chantry then.
Oh yes, they were an important part of the process here. They represented the steps the initiates took on the path to total enlightenment. Sadly, the magic used to construct these wonders were lost long before I arrived here.
Who are the spectral prelates you
They're
mentioned?
ghosts of the snow elf priests that tended the way shrines before being slaughtered by the betrayed. Through the grace of Auriel, they were restored to their spectral form to enable them to continue their duties.
Kuoleman jälkeenkin tekee tätä samaa. Could they should be able to help us?
I'm afraid in their current form, they still believe the Chantry to be an active center of worship. They won't respond to you in any way other than believing that you're an initiate and you're undertaking the journey to the inner sanctum.
Why weren't the snow elves here affected?
The Chantry is quite isolated, so it took some time for word of the dwarves' offer to reach us here. By the time the compact had been completed, it was too late for us to even attempt to intervene.
Is that why you had retained your sight?
Correct. We only numbered perhaps 100 at the time, so our presence remained a secret to the dwarves and the Nords.
Yes.
Ironically, our undoing came at the hands of our own people.
You mean the betrayed?
Yes. They swarmed the Chantry in vast numbers until we were completely overrun. We never really stood a chance. I assume that the Archcurate was corrupted by them when they found a way to breach the inner sanctum.
There are others here like
Bertha
you.
and myself are the only two snow elves that remain.
Okei. Mä nyt sanot, että me tapetaan se.
May Auriel watch over you.
Se on kyllä harmi. Mutta toisaalta
Questions? I expected as much.
myös Dwemereitä on yksi ainoa enää jäljellä. Jos siis Morrowindin jälkeen se jävä on hengissä. Se Last Dwemer, niin sekin on ainoa.
That wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be. Kind of soothing, actually. I feel a little warmer now.
Jep. Darkfall Passage. Niin nää lähtee karkuun, nää on jotain tämmösiä. Joo.
Where'd you come from? Done and done. I knew I heard something. There you are.
Oh. Harvest blood. Noin. Huutaa.
Who's there? Done and done. Who's there? That'll teach you.
The betrayed.
Who's there? Done and done. Who's there? Done and done.
Noin. Bendville.
There.
Hey, pass!
Who's there?
Read pass! Read! Read pass! Read pass!
Who's there?
East Sing! East Sing!
Done and done.
Täällä on sit vielä yksi jossain näköjään. Justi. Falmer War Axe. Mitäs kautta tää piti mennä sitten? Olisiko täältä?
Who's there? Where'd you go? That'll teach you.
Kylmää kyytiä. Just. Weird.
I knew I heard something.
Sing!
Done and done.
Shadow Master. Tää mun piti tehdä. Survive Darkfall Passage.
Who's there?
East Sing!
That'll teach you. Where'd you come from?
East Sing!
Done and done.
Oi.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Restoration. Tässä kautta tonne nyt piti päästä niinku. Tätä kautta varmaan. Skeleton. Satchel. Täytyy kohtaa tyhjentää inventory.
Gold chains and traps. Be careful here. Whatever's on the other side of this, I don't know what to keep it.
Mikä vittu toi on?
Who's there?
En tommosta ennen nähnytkään. Rare.
Are you seeing this? It's fantastic.
Jep. Se on jäätävä. Täytyy käydä kohta keittää kahvia. Se on se, jos otetaan tähän semmonen pieni breikki.